Yo, what's good people? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rom. So in today's video, we have another sneaker review. We're going to be taking a closer look at the Yeezy 700 in the Enflame Amber colorway. So we're going to be looking at the sneaker in more detail, looking at the design, the materials used. We're going to be looking at the colorway in more detail, sizing, and we're also going to be looking at resale as well. If that's something you're interested in, stick around until the end of the video for that. But before we get started, if you haven't already, please remember to hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Let's get straight into the review of these Yeezy 700s. So the onslaught of these colorful Yeezys have not stopped. We've got so many in the past, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot more in future. So this is the latest colorway, the Enflame Amber, which I think is pretty cool. I picked up the last 700 to drop, which was in that colorful colorway, which is the bright blues, which I'm not really too sure which one is my favorite. I still think this is my favorite because of the shade of blue on this shoe is really, really nice. But they are pretty much the same shoe apart from the colorway. The design is the same. The materials are pretty much the same as well. But when it comes to this shoe, let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the bright blues or do you prefer the Enflame Amber? For me, I'm still going with the bright blues. I think these are the ones I'm going to wear all summer. Still going to hold on to these and see what they come to, but I think the colorways are really good. I'm a big fan of these colorful colorways that Yeezy is dropping. Pretty cool in my opinion. So these sneakers, they dropped yesterday in the UK with a retail price of £220, which I think is a lot better than that £250, which it was before in the past. These sneakers did drop at quite a few retailers. I did see like N doing a full-size run of these sneakers yesterday after they dropped. So they were available to anyone who wanted a pair. I'm pretty sure you can still go and pick these up at some places. I managed to cop mine from the Confirmed app, and as you know, I'm a big fan of the Confirmed app. Pretty much my favorite sneaker app right now because I don't know, I just always seem to win on there. But yeah, I picked these up from the Confirmed app, and I'm pretty sure if you go out there, there's going to be a lot of places still selling these. I don't expect these to sell out straight away, but I think over time, within the next couple of days, they are going to sell out. Then the resale price will start to go down, and I think it will go back up, but we'll get onto resale shortly. So that brings us on to quality, and the shoe is pretty nice. You get really nice premium materials on here, and it's pretty much the same for every single 700. You're paying £220, so the materials are going to be pretty nice. You get a lot of premium materials. You get some mesh on here as well, which is pretty nice, pretty soft. On the toe box, there is some nice suede. It's a really well put together shoe. There's literally no issues with glue or any stitching mismatch. You can tell that this shoe is really well put together, really well made, and I can see this shoe lasting for a very long time because of the materials on the shoe. So it's pretty nice. So when it comes to the materials on the shoe, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. But when it comes to the overall rating, quality rating for the shoe, it's still a 9 out of 10 because this is pretty nice. Anytime I get a Yeezy 700 in hand, I've never had any issues with the shoe, and it's always been pretty good to hold, pretty good in hand, and pretty comfortable on feet as well. So it's always a good sign because you're paying £220 at the end of the day. That is a lot of money for a pair of sneakers. So you have to expect the quality to be pretty nice. So, as I mentioned before, you get some really nice materials on this shoe, and we're going to have a closer look at the materials. We're going to start with the toe box. You get your pretty nice suede toe box, feels very soft and premium. On the toe box as well, you do get this blue mesh cut out in the middle, which is pretty cool as well. You look at the laces, you get your normal Yeezy 700 laces, which are pretty cool. You don't get an extra lace with this shoe. You come to the side of the shoe, you get a really nice midsole, which is in orange and black, which has the cutout and the O's in it, which is, I think, is really cool. The side of the shoe and the upper is done in a mixture of mesh, suede, and leather, which is more of a tan leather, which I think is really nice. You get these really nice earthy tan type leather materials on the shoe. You do get hints of black as well, and you do get your reflective cutouts and on the side of the shoe as well. Same with the medial side of the shoe as well. You get black, suede, and you get some nice meshing and leather on there as well. Come to the outsole is done in black and orange, which you get your Adidas branding on the bottom of the shoe. And obviously the midsole is done in this nice orange as well. And I think this shoe is really well put together. The materials are pretty nice. There's no issues with glues or anything. So I think this shoe is one that is definitely should be on your list, because this is just a really, really nice shoe, really well put together. And I think the colorway is really wearable as well. So that brings us on to sizing. And when it comes to Yeezys, I always go a half a size up, because when I go true to size, it's always very tight. And I think on the website, it does say you need to go a half a size up than your normal size, especially in the UK, because it does get really tight in Yeezys. And I think these are the exact same. It's the same with these ones when I put your feet in there. I went a half a size up in these, and it's still a little bit tight, but it fits perfect. I think for me, I like a little bit more room in my shoe. Gives me a little bit more ventilation in there, get my feet to move about in the shoe a little bit. But some people do like it tight. But yeah, for me, go half a size up and you can't go wrong with a Yeezy 700s. So that brings us on to resale. And for me, I do not see these shoes increasing in value over the next few months. I expect the shoe to stay around the same prices, which is sitting right now for around 220 to about 270 in most sizes. I don't expect that to go any higher. I expect a dip in that when everyone starts to get their pairs in the next week. And then there should be like a small rise to around 280, but I don't see it going any higher than that. In the summer months, that's when I see the rise going, but I don't see this shoe as something to invest in. I think this is pretty much the exact same colorway as that Sun pair that dropped recently, which is the first of these colorful 700s. And I think the Sun is a lot better colorway than this one. And I don't expect anyone to go for these when the Sun is available. It's a cheaper option, but I think the Sun is just so much better than this colorway, and they're too similar for them to go up in value at the same time. So this is definitely one I wouldn't invest in. So if you're going to invest in these shoes, I would suggest going for the smaller sizes, because I think that's where the most growth is going to be. But when it comes to this shoe in particular, it's something I would stay away from. I caught these for personal because I wanted these in my collection to go with my bright blues. And yeah, that's why I got them. So my final thoughts on the Yeezy 700 in the Enflame Amber colorway. Is it one to watch? Is it a pass, or is it a must cop? And for me, I think this is definitely one to watch. The colorway is pretty nice. The materials are pretty nice, as with any Yeezy 700. Because of the price point, the material's got to be really nice. I just think it's a really cool shoe. I'm not sure, because of that Sun pair, I wouldn't actually say this is a must cop, because the Sun pair is definitely a must cop, but the resale price on that is just crazy. I think this is a good alternative, so this is why it's one to watch and not a must cop. So yeah, the Yeezy 700 for me is definitely one to watch. So that's it for the video today, people. I hope you enjoyed it and found the information useful. As always, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Peace.